Misano from earlier this season in the European Talent Cup, he is certainly one to watch as well. Here is your grid then. Pironi starts from pole. Carpe and Uriarte, our series leaders, got to keep eyes on them second and third. And then you have Quiles fourth, ahead of Pini and Moodley, Salmela, Morelli and Christian Daniel Jr. with another cracking top 10 qualification. Great stuff from him. Veda Pratama, he was very fast in practice. He starts for 10th ahead of Hakim Dannis. Leonardo Zanni, the first of the next wave of Italians. Carter Thompson's on row 5 ahead of Pugliese and Boggio. Ramersdorfer, Farkas and Plonk are row 6. Then you've got Quetzal Famara, Belford, Pavelec, Mounsey, Sessler, Mononyale and Pons there on the back row of the grid. A full grid for us to round out Rookies Cup this year. One race today, another tomorrow morning. Peter, it's all to play for, isn't it?
It is very much so, and you know, looking at the third row of the grid there, in 7th and 8th place, Rico Salmela and Marco Morelli both feel they're out of position. They both say exactly the same thing. They just couldn't pick up the right slipstream, and the slipstream is so vital here for a really fast lap time. So they
ultimate race of 2024.
15 laps then of Ridley, superb in practice. You know, Pole only got on the last lap, but he was on it all the way. Lights are out then for the penultimate time of the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup for 2024, and Valentino Pironi has an absolutely superb start. He's leading down to the first corner. Brian Uriarte, I think it is, in the second, but who's on the outside?
It's Carpe looking on the inside, but Pironi says no, Peter. What?
And Uriarte thinks there, he couldn't overtake at the first corner. Will he make it at the third or fourth? No, he's about here. It's knives out, right?
It's Carpe leading then. Quiles moves up to second. Now you've got Pironi in third place. But look at that, Veda Pratama, the 54, in 6th place. He's alongside Rouchet Moodley, another danger rider in this race here. But it's Carpe, your series leader. Back into the lead then through Carbone, but he's got his main rival for third place. Quiles just behind him off on the line. Here we go, a big overtaking spot into these final turns here. But that's looked fairly orderly.
So they've got to say off the green, and it is the 73 of pole man Valentino Pironi who leads across the line at the end of lap 1.
And look at that, Uriarte just stalking his main rival in Carpe then. He's got to sit behind him and learn what he's doing. Quiles tries to move through to the front, but he nearly clips the back wheel of Pironi. Look at this, these are two riders there.
Gap if Carpe is going to win the cup today.
There so far with Valentino Pironi, I mean, he's been on fire the whole weekend, caused an issue for the riders out front, and there he goes then. He's still leading into turn 8. Veda Pratama though has joined the party. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you, Veda Pratama has never seen this circuit before. He's riding around here like he's part of Rossi's academy, and he's done 1,000,000 laps.
That's right, absolutely. Veda has been a sensation all year, hasn't he? Really got his act together.
And there he goes, up the inside of Max Quiles into turn 10. Max must be thinking, who the heck are you?
That's right. Yeah, well, he's absolutely superb on the 54, isn't it? Veda Pratama, the 15-year-old. Oh God, he's absolute first comer. It's his debut season, and there's somebody off on the green. Who is that?
That was Pini.
Right off on the green, but way back there, and he's not really had the start he wanted. He qualified 5th, and he's struggling there at the moment.
So we now got so in qualifying they were setting 144s. How fast can they go at the start of this session? So much rubber down on the track. 2 Moto E races today then. Across the line they'll come. Pironi leads from Carpe. Then you have Quiles, Pratama, Uriarte, 146.6. That's a lot slower than what they were doing previously.
Yeah.
But they're just hovering around the top 10. Local riders look for glory on home soil. Through there into turn 10. Then you've got Pironi and Carpe looking side by side. Here they go. Brilliant stuff from these guys.
220 kilometres an hour, 137 miles an hour. Then at the next corner it's 227, 141 miles an hour before braking from 6th gear back into 3rd gear in these increasingly tight corners.
See, should Veda come back next year, how impressive he can be then.
So Max is on the
Dante towards Maximo Quiles. Max just in the slipstream of Valentino Pironi, who will keep their head the coolest. I mean, very impressive from all of them. I mean, they are under so much pressure.
They're sort of thing. Don't forget that Valentin set his pole time on the very last lap of qualifying, and we've seen all season that whether the tyres fade away a little bit or not, vast fast laps right at the end of the race are absolutely normal, and the feeling that the guys are getting from these Pirellis, the fact that they can push it so hard to the limit, is absolutely brilliant stuff for the Rookies Cup.
There is a little bit of a divide coming, Peter. I mean, it's definitely the top four in the championship who are heads above most of them at the moment, just able to keep out front. But Veda, Pratama, with them as well. Oh, we got several riders down.
Ruchet Moodley is down.
Dearie me. I think
it was sitting him, and I didn't, even though I was watching, I didn't see just the two of them. They were all fighting for space, the same bit of road, and they just bumped into each other. Total tragedy.
Last year before he sent it to the moon, basically. And then we've got Pratama going right up his inside, brushing his knee there, saying, yeah, I'll have a piece of that cake.
So has that broken it up?
In 7th place on the chase. Now, he's actually been very fast this weekend, but he's had a couple of crashes. Tomorrow it would be gloves off levels of racing tomorrow if it was like that. But this is exactly what Brian's got to do. It's 13 points separate. He has to try and win both races, and he just has to hope that the guys behind him, Pironi really wants to finish third, so he's going to want to win or finish second. They've got to hope that they finish in front of Carpe, basically, don't they?
So he told me he had a plan. Is this the plan? Now, with 11 laps to go, you're going to split? Can he really do that?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Let's see. I mean, it's a type of circuit where it's...
Be able to work together with Kies, use the slipstream to get back on terms. But the long lap penalty lane is quite sort of dusty and dirty here, and I know that rider coaches are telling them, look, practice the long lap lane, because, and Christian Daniel, is it not a big gap at all?
And especially when you consider that Rico Salmella is the fastest rider on track by a quarter of a second. He's in 9th place and only 2 seconds off this leading group. Just in the back of our shot there is Morelli, the Argentinian. I expect a little bit more from him in today's race, to be honest, but it's not over yet. We're not even half race distance.
And Veda Pratama with a track limits warning. So, as you said, we don't want to be doing the long lap penalty here, especially if the long lap penalty route.
Pini and Brian Ariarte are teammates in the Junior GP series.
That Christian Daniel has actually slipped back a few places in the chasing pack. But Hakim Dannis has done the work.
Yeah, Hakim's there. And the boys, as he's chasing the Indonesian rider ahead of him, Pratama then in the 6th place. Through they come the final turn. You've got track limits there going beyond the curves for Christian Daniel Jr., who's having a stonking ride as well. I've got to say, the American really found his feet in Rookie.
In the 14 battling for the lead. There is a 27, you can see it back in the group there, and he is closing in. Rico is dragging the boys into the battle at the front.
Yeah, this could be bad news for your leaders. What's the pace looking like? 1:46 for Pironi that time around, so they're a bit slower than they were before. It's a one.
Yeah, we are indeed. But it is still the 73 of Valentin Pironi, the 16-year-old.
Well then, top 4 in the championship, as it were. Top 5 on the grid, as it were. In the top 5 in the race currently as well, as Pini looks to move up the inside of Ariarte then. He says, no, this is my home track and I want to win, thank you. Crashed out along with Alvaro Carpe in the start race, remounted to finish 5th. Absolutely incredible stuff.
He said that's a typical wet race for me. I'm really fast in the weather, but I also crash in the
zone. Great stuff from the number 70 as we keep on doing exactly what he needs to do. Pironi crossing the line in 1st place, or 2nd, sorry, that's what he needs to be doing, ahead of Maximo Quiles.
So that would give Carpe the title, because he will have more race wins than Ariarte, I believe. So, yeah, Ariarte's going to...
down for 19th place, Mounty just overtaken and had to come back later on after that. I mean, poor fella, not had a great run.
As you pointed out, he had the fastest lap of the race at one point, but he has come storming
through Rookies Cup with a 2nd victory here. He is absolutely nervous now. This is where he's actually most comfortable, it seems, out front, basically.
Yeah, that's right, and Pironi has responded. He's now moved back up into 3rd place. He went from 6th to 4th. He's displaced. Fini's up into 4th. Salmella back to 5th.
Ariarte in 6th place then. That's not what he needs. This would be the victory today if it finished like this, Peter. We might need to start preparing ourselves for the eventuality that we have a Rookies Cup champion today.
No way, no. Brian has got it up his sleeve.
Turn 8, up the inside of him, looks Valentin Pironi, there he goes, backs it in, and it's still Carpe out on 5 abreast through Carbone. Brilliant stuff, lightweight class racing at its best, here we go.
And in theory, they are still tuning up their sleeve. The 94 of Guido Pini takes the lead. I think perhaps for the minute. Go on, who's going to win this one?
No way, I'm out. I'm not calling it. But look at that, dannis. The championship implications we're watching play out now. Oh, it's just brilliant. But still, through it all, you've got the top 4 in the championship. Still somehow the top 4. It's through turn 4 they come. Keyless dives for the first place, but he backs out of it, thankfully, because that could have been chaos. Here we are onto the back straight then.
So is Kia's on the 28. He's inside Valentino Peroni. 94 there, Guido. Penny is me.
I don't know who to cheer for. I mean, I want to cheer for them all.
Doesn't matter, does it?
You know, I don't know who I think's going to win. You know, you're looking at Morelli hanging it round the outside there. Look at the corner speed. He's carrying the 95. No plan B. This is it. Oh, Peter.
That's right. He's come from nowhere. We were just saying, okay, it's 83. It's a cup leader. He knows what he's got to do. The only way to really sort this out is to lead. Valentino Peroni is in second place. Max Killis is in third. Rico's not finished in 5th place. No good at all. He loses the cup if it finishes like this.
Keyless dives up the inside and makes an overtake of that final corner there. Peter gloves are off. It's the final lap of Rookies Cup, the penultimate race. It's Carpe versus Iriarte for the win. It's 22 points separated at the moment. Keyless in second. This is
Iriarte's
it.
going for it. Iriarte's going for it. Up into second place. He goes past Keyless. He knows what he's going to do. He's got to get after Carpe. Brian Iriarte, and now he's racing for the cup. He wants to take it into Sunday.
There is a big bike length or 3 between him and Carpe. Come on, Brian, chase him down. If you want it, you gotta go get it because Carpe's off. He's trying to go for it. Petey's got a long lap penalty, so he's out of the running. It's Carpe, Keyless, Iriarte, dannis is in there in the top 4. Come on, boys.
But the danger, of course, for Iriarte is that he's going to get put up just as he has done by Kias, and he's going to get swamped in the slipstream down the back straight. And that can give the all-important advantage to Carpe. He now has the 10 bike length lead, and probably Iriarte will struggle to pick up the slipstream, but he's trying so hard to get out onto the back straight in slipstream condition.
It's dannis into 3rd place then. Onto the back straight they come. Keep the weave into a minimum, lads, please. Here it is then, the final overtaking opportunity. 1 and 2 in the championship, Peter. 1 and 2 in the race. This is it.
Iriarte's going to do it. Iriarte is going to pass him on the brakes. Here he goes. Brian Iriarte goes inside. He takes the lead. This is how he keeps the cup alive. There's just a couple of corners remaining now. Brian Iriarte has a hakim. dannis is in there. Up into second. But no!
Keyless is down. A huge
Iriarte
crash.
will win this. Brian Iriarte will win this and keep the lap alive. Peroni in second place. Hakim dannis. Rico Salmella, and in fact, Carpe's back to 7th. Carpe's back to 7th. So Brian Iriarte